Let's move.
Nothing to report.
Over here! Motherfucker! I'm gonna find you! Nice try!
Hello? Okay.
No one here.
Nice fucky there.
What'd you say?
My sound's being weird there.
What the fuck? Ugh. Oh. Just fell off a cliff. I'm playing The Last of Us, no return mode, but I have it on grounded difficulty, which is already maximum difficulty, but then I've also increased the enemy health and speed manually. On top of that. But the thing is, the game applies 2 mods out of a pool of about 28, and I've turned off everything else. The only ones I can get, now they don't happen every time, for fairness, but yeah, like for example, the first one I'm doing here is increased health already, so it's applying. It doesn't always happen. Like I did one there where it didn't apply, but because the game knew that it probably wasn't going to be physically possible for the type of game mode it was. It was a hunt game mode, meaning the enemies constantly flood you. I don't think it's physically possible. Like it's not. It doesn't. It's no longer a thing of skill with this game. Whenever like you're getting flooded by enemies, because the enemies are really, really, really good on grounded. No aim for headshots and all. It's just not possible. You can't dodge it. You might get away with some bullshit. I actually encountered a glitch. In Last of Us 1, and I tried it in this game, and it's still a glitch. It's still from Last of Us 1. They never corrected it to Last of Us 2, and that's interesting. The interesting thing is, though, it takes 2 shots to kill somebody without the health buff on, but still 2 shots with the revolver. The reason why I think that is because the revolvers... I don't know. I think maybe it shoots you and then it's guaranteed kill on the second shot because of the damage it does.
I guess it's programmed that way.
Individual rounds I don't think do a set amount of damage. I think it depends on... So if somebody's on half health, you hit them with enough damage, it's going to consider as a kill kind of thing. Logan encountered a glitch in Dead by Daylight, and it's not only a game-breaking glitch, but it's also unexplainable. While he was playing as Jason in a killer match, he separated himself from Jason and they went into use ghost mode. But what happens then is Jason disappears off the map, meaning you can stay invisible the entire match and then only appear whenever at the end if you want to do that, because you can. But what Logan, that's not the glitch. What Logan found out, or what he found out, what he did, he was playing as Jason and somebody jumped over a pallet and then jumped back over that pallet, so Logan went into ghost mode to try and catch him off the other side. Jason's physical form didn't leave the map and attacked someone when Logan was in ghost form. I have it in video here. Did I delete it? Oh no, I was making space for Star Wars, I may have deleted it. I did. I'm a moron. It's like, yes, do you want to like 485 videos? I'm like, yeah, I need space. I'm wondering though, is there a mechanic that when you go near Jason in his ghost mode, will he attack you? For like a mere second before he vanishes off the map? Why would that be a case? And why isn't that mentioned anywhere? I don't know. I was going to come down, but Chris absolutely played me about. So all week I asked him about this. He said, I want to go down for 1 or 2. And I was like, right, well, keep me posted. And he's like, yeah, we're going to go down for about 2 o'clock. As I say, 1 or 2 pints, that's it. And then you want to go home and game and play Resi with you? And I was like, okay. And then he messages me at 1:30 saying, yo, we're going to head down now. And I'm like, then he reiterates, I would really rather this be next week because I've got too much to do today. So, like, the total vibe is that he really needed to be doing something else or wanted to be doing something else. So I was like, okay, well, look, you're going in for 1 or 2, I'll see you after. 6 hours later, he messages me and says, yo, you coming down? Tells me he's had 8 pints. I'm like, what? I would have came down then. It gave me the impression it was going to be just 2 pints and he was away. And because it's really not my friends group, I thought that was, more than fair enough. But that's why I didn't go.
Yeah, I didn't know he was coming out or not.
He played me about and I'm not happy with how he did it. Do you think that was pretty unfair? He should have told me straight. He should have been like, no, I'm going to stay out to see the friends. But instead, what way he thought was he kept me on the down low and kept on telling me, no, he didn't even want to play it up and say, said to him, I would love to go out for a real drink, and maybe get drunk. And he was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So, like, he put me off it entirely and then went completely in 180 while I was at home and told me I hadn't showered, I was busy cleaning the house. He messages me at like 6:30, yo, you want to come in? And my mum's asking me to go to the shop and pick up stuff for a stew. I'm like, what? So completely Chris's fault. I blame him wholeheartedly. It was his job to keep me in the loop, and he consistently threw me off and put me off it. And then when it came to the day, decided, you know what, I'm going to stay out because I'm having a good time. Try to haphazardly get me to come down. I just thought it could have been handled better. What the fuck is... I know you and Ryan, or you and Ryan Quinn were talking about Palm Beach Pete. What the fuck is this shit?
He's some guy who pretends to be Epstein.
He doesn't pretend to be Epstein. He consistently denies it. But
he sort of like tries to prove where he is, but at the same time he denies it.
Because it's getting him famous. Because he knows deep down it's not him.
Yeah, I think he's a complete troll.
I genuinely don't believe it, but I do also think maybe what's potentially happened is that he has just ran with the flow and this is what's happened. But there's the thing is, there's a video of him in a car, maybe you've seen it, a Cadillac in Hollywood Hills. You can actually see the Hollywood sign in the distance, so like, very fucking plausible it is Epstein. And somebody goes, Jeffrey, and he looks around and turns to the camera immediately and then drives off and goes, Palm Beach Pete! I'm like, that's weird. He responded to Jeffrey, like, instantly. If someone shouted Roger at me, I wouldn't look over. Okay, if the name Roger was programmed into my brain to remember because we're gonna do some big Hollywood stunt and like fucking pretend I'm somebody without evidence or something. It's kind of different. I get that. I'm not being naive, but I haven't heard about Palm Beach Pete. The internet doesn't know a whole lot about him, and he isn't Epstein. He just isn't him. He doesn't even look like him that much.
Palm Beach Pete is Epstein, as it could have been like.
Did you hear about? So, do you know who Zia Yusuf is?
Yeah.
So he's former Tory, but I think he kind of still refers to himself as one. But Reform apparently didn't want him. Like they didn't want him back into the party, and I don't know why that is. I think it's because he called Nigel Farage out and taken the 5 million and royally fucking over the country.
At the same time, though, this Yusuf, look at my right wing brother.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because Zia Yusuf he's a self-made millionaire. He came to this country. Well, I don't know the full story, but he came to the United Kingdom. And yes, the United Kingdom is considered a country. It's the sovereignty of the 4 countries within one country. It's just the UK is a country, right? One acting. This is a funny thing. I actually saw a video of a guy, it's a black fella nonetheless, walking around asking people questions that he thinks are tough. Things like, name me a city outside of Europe. Stuff like that. So he thought he was catching a lot of people out, but he actually looks at the camera whenever they say something stupid. And somebody said name a country, and somebody said United Kingdom, and he looked at the camera as if you're a retard. And then I actually commented saying you're absolutely and completely wrong. The UK is a country, and the United Nations sees it as one. They don't. The United Nations doesn't have a seat for Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. There's one for the UK. We all have our slightly different sort of governing laws when it comes to like who runs the country to a T, like where your children go to school or how many kids can go to school in that area and stuff. That's all decided by your local government. But the likes of who's coming into your country and all, that's coming from the UK. It's coming directly from. We have no say. I don't know if you've heard of this little village called Pimbleton, I think it's called. Heard of it? Do you hear about this? It has a residency of 350 people, right? They're moving 1,250 migrants in, and they're unvetted. They're moving 1,250 migrants into a village of 350 people. Somebody did the math. It actually roughly works out that for every man there will be 0.09 women, roughly. So, in other words, for every woman, there's about 9 men. It just simply can't work. It won't work. But it's going to be do you know what I actually think this is? I think somebody in the the Foreign Office or the Home Office is pushing this to happen because they want it to be a total disaster. That's what I think's happening.
I think they're all libtards.
Like, no. I genuinely believe that someone is agreeing to this and letting it happen because they have no power, but they want this to go ahead because it will prove their point. If that makes sense. Like the way your man, Andrew, is it Andrew Fox? He held up the picture of the cartoon of I don't remember his name, the MP. It was just literally could have been anything. Could have been a picture of a fucking snail. But because they thought it was going to be a picture of Muhammad, they all started losing their shit. And he proved their point. People were literally in utter fear about what way that we were going to be projected or looked at with this religion. Whereas when it comes to the Christianity, it doesn't matter. Really, it just doesn't come. And people are not converting. People are actually taking up Christianity as their faith in spite of Islam.
Pretty much, it's just to defy it, like.
Yeah.
The new crusades, like.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, and I've heard this more than once. The Crusades won't be lasting very long because as soon as the first gunshot is fired here in a civil war, the army will be deployed and it'll be martial law from here then on. They won't say it, but it will be martial law. They won't allow anyone to leave the country. And they won't allow the king to make any decisions until the country's safe.
Will the army say loyal?
I don't know. I feel like the army's made up of people who just they're getting paid for it. It's not like you have to be fully believing in your army to do it, to be in the army. Do you have to fully believe it? Well, the Russians don't think so. Russians think you can be in their army with no quarrel, really. If you don't like the government in Russia, they'll beat the crap out of you until you conform. I was wrong to say that. Ukraine apparently don't do that, but what they will do is they'll threaten to. So you refuse to go to the war, and they can't get you to go. They'll literally pop up at your place of work and kidnap you. I've seen videos of it. People screaming and all. It's very sad. I couldn't get to the safe in this because I'm high and I'm not paying attention, and it's on like the hardest mode with extra health and speed. Shit. Oh. I see ya. Originally didn't get the safe, but a win's a win. quick, 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 quick. Shh. Shotgun shells and everything. I'm currently streaming, Andy, and I don't really stream often. But I've got somebody watching me, and I don't know who it is. But it might be Chris. It just says I've got one person, I don't know. That's what I was in here for. Hell yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're off to see the wizard. I've got a class shotgun. Syllables that not even make sense there at all, but sure. You're playing Elden Ring, right?
Yep.
I feel like you've been playing that since it came out, man.
Well, there's too many weapons, I think.
As in,
To be fair, I've done like Dark Souls 3 and all.
Dark Souls just doesn't play very well anymore. Like, it's very arcadey and it's outdated. I think it's still, I mean, it's a Souls game, and they still play like Souls games, and they still give you that, what you're looking for, like the farming and the combat's a bit stiff for me.
Like, I think PS3 still got it. Like,
yeah, but when you're
obviously is
compare online when you're fighting other players, it's so floaty.
Yeah, online is dog shit. Like,
I've been invaded by people who have literally come into my level, literally naked with just horns. It's the only thing they've got on, and they run up to me and teleport through me and kill me. I don't even know what happened.
No, I think Invasions DS2 is the worst. Like.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes, that was like the fight mode, wasn't it? Over like arena mode.
Yeah. See the online lag? It's insane. Like you'll hit guys. You see the hit through them, they'll just do no damage because they're like fucking moved somewhere else like 5 minutes ago. So why is that?
Oh, they died there.
What I like about DS3 PvP, guys are very honourable. They'll just 3 guys will engage you and they'll all queue up and fight 1v1. I can't kill this, won't gank you.
Expecting. Mm-hmm. Some wind. God damn. I'm doing a stream, Chris, so it's not you who's in it, is it? Somebody's watching me. I don't know who it is. They've been watching me for over 10 minutes now. It'd be nice if they said hello.
It's the Fresno Nightcrawler.
What's a Pokong? No, I've got 2 people watching me. Was that you, Chris?
This is getting the
Stars.
Chris, don't be doing voice. I'm literally doing a stream, and
Don't be doing voices.
I'm going to do Resi.
Don't be doing voices. Oh, how am I meant to communicate? Morse code?
You do communicate in Morse code?
Here, I'll communicate Morse code.
So...
Say go fuck yourself.
I didn't know you spoke Morse code. I'm gonna tell
I
you to
speak
go.
Braille.
I'm gonna tell you to go fucking jump off a bridge in Braille. Ready?
Nah, Braille be more like a, I guess, completely silent, really.
Oh, haunted. Holy shit! I got Jesse.
Is there Andy in here? Fuck's sake. Who
Do you
left
know
the door open?
do you know how sad my life is? I have a pack of condoms when I did.
That's like in Friends, whenever they're Monica
Monica?
Monica and Chandler get married, and Monica's like, we need something old. And then Charlie's like, I got some condoms in my wallet I've had since I was 15. And she's like, that'll work. And he's like, I don't think so.
Why did she say that? Because they don't use
You need
condoms.
something old, something new, something borrowed, something
Wait,
blue.
wait. What, they don't, they must use contraceptive pill then, but this is the early 90s where like contraceptive pill was only plan B. Oh
I'm watching your live stream, and you're saying shit about contraception, like you said 30 seconds ago.
Please stop doing that.
Sorry, man. Will you ever forgive me?
No.
Shit.
Is this guy made out of armor or what? Swap ammo.
He's made out of armor. Armor. Put a DVD on there for it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You're
I'm
shit
gonna
on
go
it.
upstairs.
This, so.
Got that.
So Quinn was really going off on the Jews earlier when they like.
Jesus. Guys.
Who disagree with him? I just hate Islam, like man, to be honest with you.
Christopher, I'm only doing a live stream.
I hate Muslims.
They're gonna get me done.
It's alright.
And by the way,
I have a reason.
Chris, you need to be careful. What if it was Megan or something watching? Shit!
Well, but like, I'm allowed to say it. Are you trying to shut down my opinion here?
I'm dead. Wow. You stressed me out and I died. I blame you.
I take the blame.
You come into my stream, you join in, I already told you I've got a stream going, keep it respectful. You come in and say, I hate the Jews and I hate Islam.
I accept the blame.
Even the weird. No, I'm playing this one.
I accept. I understand.
Screw it. Day by day, it is. I'm gonna have to change my